Awesome.
Yay.
So, Alicia, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you today, Dan?
I'm doing good as well. I mean, what better way to start an epic day with an epic guest? You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So,
Feels
welcome
honored to
back.
be on again.
Yeah, I mean, welcome back. It's been a long time, actually.
Yes.
It is so amazing to have you back here. Now, before we start, you know the drill. I have to give you a proper welcome for someone as
Okay.
bad as you. So,
Thanks.
love it. You know, fun fact, the other day I did try to put that as an alarm. It was
Oh,
the worst
really?
thing. Yeah, it was the worst thing. Don't do it.
That's a little startling, a little abrupt.
Yeah, because you wake up. I mean, you will wake up like super fast, but you know, like the heart will be beating like 1,000 miles per hour. You will be like at the brink of a heart attack, basically.
It's a little more of a slow entry. Slow
Oh, yeah.
rise is the way to
yeah.
go.
Oh yeah. So again, welcome back. So tell me, what's
Thank you.
new since our last chat? I think we spoke like in July, August.
Oh gosh, was it that long ago? Maybe. Well, then I guess a lot has happened. You know,
Yeah.
mostly the biggest thing is just trying to dodge COVID. You know. Yeah. So I was probably the riskiest thing I've done was this past weekend. I was on a bachelorette party trip, so just
Wow.
trying to kind of lay low the next couple of days just in case. So that's all good. But other than that, I'm good. Voiceover work has been good. I'm also a real estate agent, so that's been keeping me a little bit busy too. I think last time we talked, actually, I was telling you one of the questions you asked was, what do I drink or do with my voice to keep it good? And today I can tell I'm a little hoarse or a little more raspy, so I've got my lemon water with ginger and cayenne and honey in it. So that's good.
I love it. That is awesome. I like it. And now, starting with the whole, movie chat here. Tell me, what are some of your favorite movies?
Okay, so I could go by category even if you want, but
Okay.
we just came off of Christmas and the holidays, and I would say definitely one of my top time all favorite movies is Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation. Love it. It's good comedy.
Okay.
And then you've got Home Alone, Love Actually, Elf,
That
things.
hard.
But as far as like movies that I have always kind of deemed favorite if we're going in kind of like chick flick category, You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, When Harry Met Sally,
Okay.
those kinds of things. I love Wes Anderson. So Royal Tenenbaums is one of my favorite movies. I love movies that are keep you interested. So have a good through line and then kind of circle back at the end. An example of that is Ocean's 11.
Okay.
So kind of like keeps me interested. It's fast paced, and then they kind of come back and tell you how they did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
I like that.
I like it. And what are some of your favorite TV shows?
Oh, TV shows. Okay, well, I'm an all-time big Friends fan.
Mhm.
So the TV show Friends. As far as light comedy ones go, like How I Met Your Mother, Arrested Development, The Office. Let's see. Oh, I love Sex and the City. A show that I watched and rewatched again recently was White Collar. Matt Bomer's in it.
Okay.
That one's that has, it's light and funny, but also has some intrigue in it. I love, of course, like everybody does, Succession, Billions. I loved The Affair. That was a little dark, but good. Did I say Sex and the City already? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. Fair enough. And which movie have you watched 1,000 times, and even to this day you still watch it because you love it?
Several.
Okay.
I also like a little bit more of in a classic movie way. Like Shawshank Redemption has never.
Oh
gotten
yeah, love
to me.
it. Love it.
Like that's a class. I feel like a classic movie that I could watch again and it doesn't get old. Crazy Stupid Love. I feel like I see over and over, and it changes for me in a little bit. Silver Linings Playbook with Jennifer Lawrence. I really like that movie. I could watch that over and over. And actually, I was just telling someone the other day that this is really sad to admit, but all of my references of the movie The Godfather which is also a classic movie,
Yeah.
came from the movie You've Got Mail, because Tom Hanks's character in the movie loves The Godfather, so he references it a bunch. And I've seen that movie probably way too many times. Not to say that it's necessarily my overall favorite, but I've seen it a lot because back when I used to, be on an airplane and fly on my iPad or on my laptop or whatever, I only had like 3 movies downloaded. And that was one of them. So I feel like I end up, if I forget to download something before I go, I'm better about that now. But that would be one that I would watch over and over.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you had to choose between a world without movies or a world without TV shows,
whoa,
which one would you pick?
That's a hard question, because in theory, I like to think that the movies, the talkies, the pictures are done so well, and there's so much thought and effort and writing and the producing and the acting and costuming, and all of that is such a good, beautiful thing. I would hate to do away with that. However, we are now living in a world where TV shows are equally, if not more, produced and well done and well written and well performed in. And then because of the world we've been living in lately, the past couple of years, I would argue that now we probably need more TV shows because they keep going. You can watch more of them. Oh, I didn't answer your question on which I would live without.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah,
that is a hard one.
Yeah, because
I guess because there's probably a lot of content on TV shows you could just keep doing it, and maybe the movies wouldn't matter at that point. Sad.
Yeah, difficult. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Now that I think of it, it would be difficult. And I mean, and especially as you just mentioned, the fact that like during the pandemic, right? You wanted something to last, so at some point you have something to watch.
It gave you something to look forward to, something to kind of, at the end of the day, what are we watching? Or for some people in the middle of the day, to be invested in something and go along with it and grow with the characters as their character development moves along in a show. Really, have you ever gotten to the end of a show and felt like you wanted to cry because it was over, or you were like, no, like what now? That's when you've got a good connection there.
Yeah, it happened to me several times, which I'm like, what? Or I feel like what's next? You know what I mean? Like what am I gonna do now?
Well, I saw a meme the other day that I actually thought was really funny, and it was joking around about the pandemic and that Netflix should be in charge of the pandemic. They won't let it go past 2 seasons because Netflix shows typically seem to end a little sooner.
Yeah.
Then I saw one directly after it that was talking about how if Netflix is going to cancel a show, it needs to be demanded that they give a formal summary of what would have happened, where it was going, how do we wrap this up? You're just going to cut it off. I laughed thinking plenty of times we all wonder that. Where was this going to go? How were you going to take these characters? Who died?
Totally. I can agree on that too. And also it would be cool if they can release like everything at once and that's it. Because for example, I hate that
waiting a week.
Or even like years, for example, I'm the type of person that if I get hooked in a show, I'm gonna binge watch it, like everything,
and that's funny. Our culture has definitely changed from going that way, from having, I'll use Friends as my example. 8:00 Thursday nights, NBC. You were there on your couch waiting for it, and you waited a whole week till the next episode come out. And that's not even a cliffhanger type show. You had other a Breaking Bad, when that was such a show. When you had to, that also a great show.
Yeah. When
you were watching that and then waited a full episode or a week till the next episode, then you waited months and months and months till the next season came out. I love the fact that now with all the different streaming platforms and downloadable thing, and also shows that are just straight to DVD. Not straight to DVD. They are now available on DVD. Yeah. But that whole premise of being able to binge watch, really our culture and probably a little bit of the pandemic helped with dropping everything all at once versus a slow burn. And because that, before it was because of production time and getting it out and airing it. And now because these shows are already done, to drop a whole season all at once, lets you be invested and binge it right away.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. For example, it happened to me for like last year, I think, or 2 years, I don't know. When the first season of The Witcher came on Netflix, I basically binge watched, like, boom, done. And then like recently, like last month, I think, the new one was released, and then I had to watch the first one again because I forgot. It was like, okay, you know.
Actually, one of my cousin's friends writes for the morning show, also a great show, and I was just talking to him the other day saying I loved season 1, watched it, and you know that came out right before the pandemic or ish, and watched it, loved it. The second season dropped more recently, and I wanted to watch it with my parents. We were talking about, you know, watching a show together while I was home for Christmas, and I said, you know, it's been long enough. Let's start with season 1, watch it through, and then watch season 2. And I was so glad that we did that because there were so many things that I caught. I forgot that happened, or just as you're seeing it and going through it again to then jump into the next season.
Yeah, exactly.
Which because we're now so used to that. When you binge something, you're just going straight through.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Now that you mentioned, maybe this is kind of a I'm going deep on this, but maybe this is kind of a reflection of how we live now, that everything is
instantaneous. We've got that instant gratification, which is, we are so accustomed to it and so used to it. It makes things like watching a show feel frustrating when you're like, where's it going to be?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, if you had to live in the universe of a movie or a TV show, which one would you choose?
Gosh, we know things like Marvel Universe, what a things that different superheroes and things like that. I think, and that's a fun question because it could go so many different ways. I mentioned to you that Friends was my favorite TV show, like of all time, probably. Just it's light and fun. Oh, and Seinfeld, stuff like that. But if I were going to add some for some tricky features, I think I would live in the world of Sex and the City. It's in New York, so it's a real world, right? But they have fabulous clothing. They are always out to eat at a great restaurant.
Okay.
I think that's the world I would live in if I could circulate in there.
I like it. Okay. That's classy. I like it.
Yeah. Classy and fun.
Love it. And
otherwise, maybe I would live at my other complete, way different answer would be Little Mermaid. I'd live in the world of Little Mermaid, like under the sea.
That would be cool. I like it. And could you recommend a movie or a TV show for the week?
Well, I don't know if I can recommend it as like a good thing. I'm watching the Sex and the City reboot right now.
Okay.
You know what? Scratch that answer. I don't think that's not a good recommendation. I think, a good movie that I feel like people need to rewatch and just kind of like sit on, think about. Fatal Attraction. Glenn Close and why am I blanking on his name? Famous actor, but
that one.
I'll get there. That one, yeah.
Okay. And is it on Netflix, Amazon, HBO?
Ooh, Fatal Attraction. I think it's probably on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the same thing.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
If I'll go another route, if you want to just, I love Arrested Development. I think that's a good one to sink your teeth into.
Yeah.
If you've never watched it, give it a minute, give it a couple episodes because it's a unique humor. Mm-hmm. But Jason Bateman's one of my favorite people, and so I like that.
Okay.
And that's on Hulu right now. Hulu or Netflix, one of the two.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Now for this activity, I'm just going to ask you, for you to guess either the top 10 films of all times and the top 10 TV shows of all times. And now for this one, I got so for this one for movies, we can choose between like favorite movies depending on their genre. So do you want to go? Do you want to go like global, like regardless what kind of genre is, or you want to choose a specific one?
Oh, well, is this like the, like the, oh, I'm forgetting the name of it, but the top 100 list of movies?
Yeah. I mean, we have the general one, or we could do is we can go for action, adventure, animation, classics, comedy, documentary, drama, horror.
Let's do general, because that way it covers a broad spectrum.
All right, sounds like fun. Now, do you want to go from the top to down or down to top?
Top to down, right? Like top down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. So the first one,
we're guessing.
Yeah, you have to guess.
Can I give you a first guess on this one? Yeah. Or are you giving me clues?
I'll give you clues.
So, in a various different acting classes that I've been in, we talk about movies and things, and I feel like Citizen Kane has always been at the very, very top 100. Is that it?
I mean, you're close.
Oh,
it's a number 2.
What's number 2?
Number 2. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing. You're gonna give me hints, and then or am I just throwing out guesses?
No, I'm gonna give you guesses. I'm gonna give you clues over there.
All right.
So this one is number 1.
Okay.
Apparently this one, yeah. So, okay. So it's a movie from 1934.
Okay.
All right. And it's basically a renegade reporter trailing a young runaway heiress for a big story, joins her on a bus heading from Florida to New York, and they end up stuck with each other when the bus leaves them behind at one of the stops.
And it's from 1934?
1934.
Oh. I don't know that one. Does anybody watching know that one? You can give me a hint, comment. Yikes. My next guess was going to be like Gone with the Wind, but that's not the storyline. Wow.
If you want, I can give you either the name of the director, writers, actors.
Give me the name of the director.
Okay, the director is Frank Capra.
Wow, that was the wrong question to ask.
It's a comedy romance film.
Oh my goodness. Okay, give me the actor.
Okay. The actors are Clark Gable.
Oh, Clark Gable.
Yeah. Claudette Colbert and Walter Connolly.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
I
feel like I know things. I'm totally lost.
Okay. So this one is called "It Happened One Night."
It Happened One Night. A movie I know the title of but have never seen.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on my list of things I need to do.
Happened One Night.
To watch.
Now, number 2, you guessed it. It was Citizen Kane. Totally.
Citizen Kane.
Now, for number 3, this one is from. Oh, okay. This one is from 1939.
Okay.
And I mean, it's an adventure family fantasy, and I mean the description, you're gonna get it like. So it's young Dorothy Gale and her
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. You know.
Love that movie. I didn't even mention it. Oh, gosh, you asked me my favorite movie so quickly, but I love Wizard of Oz.
That's a cool one. Yeah.
I also love Alfred Hitchcock movies.
Yeah, like funny story here is that with my grandma back then when we were like visiting her, she had like this old TV, I remember, and because she was like super old school, she was putting us to watch old school films like The Wizard of Oz.
I love that.
That was really cool, actually.
There's a lot of classic movies that I feel like have good life lessons in them, or are just a good staple. They're referenced in so many other things that it's good to know. Yeah. Now number four. Yeah, number 4. All right. So this one is from 1936. Okay.
And it's basically the tramp struggles to live in modern industrial society with the help of a young homeless woman.
My Fair Lady? What?
No. want me to say the name of the director?
Yeah. Well, no. Say the actor name.
Chaplin.
Oh. Okay, man. I am struggling. I don't know that one. I don't know if I recognize that storyline.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, it's Modern Times.
Modern Times. I don't even know that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, maybe I was wrong on choosing all genre classic. Oh well.
Now,
okay,
for number 5.
All
right, number 5. It's okay. I can understand that. So for number 5, it's a movie from 2018.
Okay.
Recent here. Now, this one is based on a superhero. Right? So the thing is that the description gives it away like.
Oh, the Joker? Based on a superhero. He's a villain. What was I thinking?
Do you want me to tell you the name of the director?
Yes, please.
Ryan Coogler. It's an action adventure sci-fi.
An action adventure sci-fi. Who's in it? Does anybody know?
Do you want me to give you like more hints?
Yes, please.
All right. So this one, it's a Marvel movie.
Oh, a Marvel movie. Oh, Black Panther?
Yeah.
All right.
You got it. Now, for number 6, this is, did I watch this one? Let me see. Oh yeah. All right. So this one is from 2019.
Okay. Also a newer.
It's a comedy drama thriller, and it's greed and class discrimination threaten the newly formed symbiotic relationship between the wealthy and the destitute above. I mean, you can tell you the names.
Give me a couple of the actor names in that, because I feel like that you said 2019.
Yep.
There's a lot of good movies that came out that year.
Yeah. It actually won an Oscar, if I recall.
So was it?
4 Oscars. It won 4 Oscars.
Was it the one where he drove the piano? He was a black piano player, and he drove around. I'm way off base on that. It might have been the year before. Okay, give me one of the actor names.
Kang Ho Song.
What? Oh!
You got it.
It has subtitles. The whole movie was subtitles.
Yeah.
And it's one word. It starts with a C. No, doesn't start with a C.
Start with a B.
Starts with a B.
With a P.
Oh, with a P. Oh, and it's not pandemic, but it was like we went right into that right after.
Yeah.
Parasite.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
I loved that movie. Talk about a movie that does not fit into one category. Yeah. That was such a all category movie. Yeah, and it kind of threw some twists in there.
Totally. Yeah, when I watched, I remember when I watched that, I was with my family, and we ended up when the movie was finished, it was kind of an awkward silence.
Oh yeah, totally.
For a bit, they were like, "Okay, let's watch something more cheerful."
Something more light. I'll tell you, that is the last movie that I saw in the movie in actual movie theaters before the pandemic hit.
Wow.
Because I saw it in February of 2020. Wow. Which it had been out for a little bit, but it was one of the last ones out of that whole Oscar grouping that I saw. And boy, simpler times.
Yeah. Now, next one here. This is another Marvel movie.
Okay.
It was like the culmination of everything.
Oh, End Games.
There you go. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. All right. Now with this one, for number 8, it's a classic, super classic. It has been referenced in so many movies. So it's from 1942, and right. So it's a drama romance war, and it's a
drama romance war.
Yeah.
Sound of Music. Never mind. I said never mind. I was so proud of myself. No.
Now the description goes: A cynical expatriate American cafe owner struggles to decide whether.
Oh, Casablanca.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
that's my uncle's favorite movie.
That is a classic one. All right, number 9. This one is. Oh, I actually didn't watch this one. They told me, okay. Now this one is from 2019.
Okay. Oh, another newbie.
Mm-hmm. This one is. It's comedy crime drama.
Comedy crime.
A detective investigates the death of a patriarch and of an eccentric, combative family.
This was 2019.
Do you want to know the name of the actors?
Yes, please.
Chris Evans.
Is this also? Oh, Knives Out.
Yeah. There you go. I love it.
I liked that movie. I thought that was good.
I didn't watch
also,
it. Is it good?
I thought it was good.
Okay.
It's also a movie. It has a phenomenal cast, like a very well-rounded cast, and it's. Earlier I was telling you that I like Ocean's 11, how it goes through, and then at the end it gives you the little, like, this is how they pulled it off. That movie does that too. I like that. Like, you go through and it's kind of a murder mystery, everyone's accusing everybody, and then at the end they give you the whole, like, storyline.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah. I mean, I saw it announced the other day on the TV, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it, but I just didn't. But I did it, but I do want to watch it because I have heard that there is a cool one. Yeah.
Yeah. I recommend it. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, for number 10.
Number 10
from 1972.
Okay.
All right. It's a classic. I mean, the thing is that it's a classic that if I tell you like one of the, all right, I'm gonna try to avoid, because if I tell you the description, you're gonna guess.
I'll know it like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those films that you were actually mentioning a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So
1972.
Yeah.
1972. That's when you said it came out.
Yep.
Okay.
And this one is. Wait. Okay, so for this one, give me 1 second. It's a mafia movie.
Oh, Godfather.
Yeah. Yeah. Super simple.
Love that.
Super cool one. All right. We were in number 10. Let's go two more.
Okay.
All right. So for next one,
Titanic's got to be on there.
Huh?
Titanic has to be on there, on that list. Probably not that high up.
Yeah, actually it is. Yeah, Titanic it is. Yeah. Also, yeah. Now this one, I did watch it and I did enjoy it actually. All right, so this one, it's a horror mystery thriller.
Okay.
And okay.
What year?
Huh?
What year is it from?
Oh, sorry, 2017.
Oh. Okay. Horror mystery thriller.
It won 1 Oscar and 209 nominations total.
Oh wow. What was the 1 Oscar for?
Let me see here.
What does it say?
Best original screenplay.
Oh. Okay. All right. Can you give me one of the actors?
Bradley Whitford.
Oh, Bradley Whitford. And it was 2017. Shoot, I like him, by the way. He's a good actor. 2017 action thriller. Does anybody know that's watching?
Do you want another name of the actor?
Yeah, give me another name.
Allison Williams.
Allison Williams.
Or the director.
Gosh, I don't know this one. I feel like you're gonna say the title, and I'm gonna be like, duh. What was? And you said it was a mystery, finding out
Yeah, it's a horror mystery thriller.
Mystery thriller.
And do you want me to tell you the description?
Yes, please.
All right, so it goes. Right. So, a young African American visits his white girlfriend's parents for the weekend.
Oh, Get Out.
Yeah. That was a really cool one. That was such a cool movie. All right, love it. Now, let's go with a classic.
Okay. So is this number 12 on the list now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is from the 50s, actually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And let me just get you the description here super quick. So, all right. So this one. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh no, wait. Like whenever you want to, I hate sometimes. Okay, give me a second. I got this. Right. So, okay, I got it here. Yes. All right. So it's basically a screenwriter develops a dangerous relationship with a faded film star determined to make a triumphant return.
The screen and this came out in 1950.
1950. Yep, it's a drama film noir.
And is it a Hitchcock movie or no?
No.
The screenwriter develops a fatal relationship with an actor that's trying to come back. That's kind of the premise. Gosh.
Yeah. One of the actors.
Oh, Sunset Boulevard?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a good movie. Also, that's a great classic movie.
All right, last one, and then we go to TV shows.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, wait, what was it? Oh, yeah. So, okay. All right, so this one is from 1940.
1940?
Mm-hmm. This one goes... where is it? Oh, yeah. Right, so... Yes, so it's from 1940, and it's when a rich woman, ex-husband, and a tabloid-type reporter turned up just before her planned remarriage. She begins to learn the truth about herself.
This is from 1940.
It's a comedy romance.
Oh, a comedy romance. A rich reporter? She's a reporter or he's a reporter?
It's when a rich woman's ex-husband and a tabloid-type reporter turn up just before her planned remarriage. She begins to learn the truth about herself.
Okay, can you give me the actors in it?
Absolutely. We got James Stewart, Katharine
Hepburn, and
Cary Grant.
Oh my gosh. I'm totally blanking on the title. I don't know if I've seen this one. I know that it's going to be a classic movie, obviously.
You ready?
Yes.
It's The Philadelphia Story.
Oh, The Philadelphia Story. Well, I've never seen that, so okay. But I didn't realize that was on there. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that one as well.
Sounds like a plan.
I've got some homework to do.
Yeah. Same here, though. Because most of these movies, I haven't watched them, so I need to watch them. So. Right, now for TV shows. Okay, so for this one, we got most popular on TV. Okay. Popular shows available on streaming. Certified fresh streaming ones.
Okay.
Top comedy series. Top 10 top shows of 2019, or top 10 shows of 20. Like we got.
Let's do top comedies.
Top comedies.
Right? Is that one, wasn't that one of the categories? Top comedy?
This one is top comedy shows.
Top comedy shows.
All right. So for this one, okay. Right. Oh, but it has here the seasons. So for example.
Oh, so it's by season, not by the show.
Not by the show itself. It goes by.
Okay. Would it be better to choose a different category?
We can go to. You know what? I think that since we're basically on hold streaming now, we can do popular shows available on streaming.
Okay.
What
Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right. Mm-hmm. Let me just open here for everything. All right. So, right at number one. How can I describe this without giving anything?
Without giving it away.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it with my own words. I don't know if it's gonna be a good explanation or not.
Okay.
All right. So this one, I actually talked about it. a couple of minutes ago. It's a show that I binge watch.
Oh my gosh, you just said that. It's going out of my brain.
It's based on this. Well, it's based on these books. The author is from Poland, and they actually made a cool video game about it.
Oh my gosh.
And then they put it on shows. Henry Cavill, it's there.
Oh my gosh. And I know that it's a show I don't watch because whatever you just said, I was like, oh, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know it.
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Yeah.
It's on my list. It's on my list on.
It is awesome though. It is
Netflix.
really cool.
Okay, good. Okay, I gotta watch that.
Now for number 2, we got. Okay, so this one doesn't have. Let me just do it like as I was doing before. Oh, there you go. So for this one is from. Right. Yeah. So this one was last year. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's basically set in utopian Piltover and the oppressed underground of Song. The story follows the origins of 2 iconic league champions and the power that will tear them apart.
2 iconic league champions and the power that will tear them apart. Is this kind of sci-fi?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And it was on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
But it was last year.
Yeah, 2021.
Oh, the game. What's it called? The game. You know, everyone dressed up as them for Halloween, with the square and the triangle. What can I think of?
Maybe not.
What's that called? Something Games? No. Okay, no.
No. Arcane.
Huh?
Arcane.
Arcade?
Arcane.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Did you watch it? No.
But I did heard of it. I did heard of it a lot, and actually a lot of people told me that I should watch it though. So I definitely gotta put that on my list. Yeah.
All right, I'll get it. Yeah. I'll put that on my list as well.
Now next one here, we got here an Amazon one. It's an Amazon. Yeah.
Okay.
Amazon original series is from last year. It's an action adventure drama. And set in a high fantasy world where magic exists, but only some can access to it.
The High Castle?
No.
Oh.
One of the stars there is Daniel Henney, Madeline Madden, Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike. Wow. Boy, I haven't been on Amazon Prime in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not gonna know that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's the.
I know her name. I haven't seen her in anything other than a movie recently.
Yeah, definitely, The Wheel of Time. So.
Oh, The Wheel of Time.
I mean, I do see it now. You know, like whenever you are. Oh, okay. Like whenever.
I forgot. That's funny. My friend told me to watch that, and
there you go.
I think I started. I was like, oh, okay, I will, and I didn't.
You know what? Let's change instead to the best TV shows of all time.
Let's do that. That's going to be one that we have more.
Yeah, because because now that I'm watching this, I was like, I haven't watched like any of that, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. All right, so for this one, number 1, you mentioned it actually a couple of minutes ago. It's one of your favorites actually too, and it's from 1989.
Oh, from 1989, Seinfeld.
You got it. Love it. Now for number 2.
Can't stand ya.
For number 2, it's an animated one.
An animated TV show. Simpsons.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. Now for number 3. This one is back from 1959.
1959. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other hints? It's comedy.
It's a drama, fantasy, horror.
Oh.
Ordinary people find themselves in extraordinary,
Doctor Who
situations, which they try to find to solve in a remarkable manner. You know it. You know it. You know it. Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name, but yeah.
Yeah. The Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now for number 4 here, we got this one is from 2007.
Okay.
So it's basically a drama.
Started in 2007.
Yeah, a drama about one of New York's most prestigious ad agencies at the beginning of the 60s.
Oh, Mad Men.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Now, next one here. Wait. Okay, yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah, I got this is right. Next one here is it's the American crime drama television series focused on the life of New Jersey-based Italian-American mobster.
Versace. It was the Versace one, right? It's the American Crime Story.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Oh. No, let me tell you more about it.
Yeah, tell me more.
Yeah. So for this one is from, let's start with the year, 1999.
Oh, Sopranos?
Yeah.
I thought you meant American Crime Story, the new series that's out now, where they did the OJ one, the Versace one.
Okay.
That.
I haven't watched The Sopranos though.
Also a classic TV show. I had never seen it until midway through the pandemic. I decided, like, here's a show I'm going to go through and watch. It's referenced in so many things. It's a cult classic to some classic. It's just
there are so many
very well done.
Yeah.
You know, they have a prequel coming out now, and
really?
It's actually James Gandolfini's son plays him.
Huh. I'll definitely need to watch that.
I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But...
Oh, cool. Huh. I'll put that on the list.
Yes.
I have a lot of like material to watch, so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next one here is from 2008. It's on Netflix. It's a crime drama thriller.
A crime drama thriller. Can you give me anything? And from 2008.
Yeah, it's a high school chemistry teacher diagnosed.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you got it. That was super. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, next one here, another classic. I did watch it, but at the end I ended up didn't watch it. But so it's from 2011.
Okay.
It's an action adventure drama, and it's 9 noble families fight for control over the lands of Westeros, while an ancient enemy returns after being.
Is this Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah.
I hate admitting, like, I only watched season 5 and the last season because I would watch it with friends, and for whatever reason, it was like every Sunday we'd go over to their house and I saw season 5 and then I saw the very last season. That was it. Yeah. So I have no idea what goes on that show.
Yeah, I did watch it and
not your genre.
No, not at all. Now for next one here is from. Wait, no. This is not from this year. Okay, forgot it. Yeah, this one it's from 2004.
Okay.
It's an adventure drama fantasy.
Adventure drama fantasy.
And as soon as I tell you the first couple, like some of the first sentences, you're gonna get it like that. So
okay.
The survivors of a plane crash are forced to work together.
Oh.
You got it.
Lost.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch it?
You know what's funny? I did not watch it. That this is gonna age me, but that was the year I went to college, and so I didn't have a TV in my dorm. Or we did, but we didn't have like cable. And so then it was a couple years later that I feel like my friends were really into it, and I didn't know what was going on. I've seen a couple episodes of it, but that's it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it at all, but I do remember that back then, my brother and his girlfriend, they will be like on the living room watching that, and I was just like passing by, like, what are you watching? And then he was like, this very cool show. Yeah.
As I told you, I'm a big Friends fan, the TV show Friends, and Matthew Perry, actor on the show, loved that show. And and I saw him do an interview where he talked about how much he loved it. So I was like, oh, I should probably watch this. Still, I don't know what streaming platform it's on now. I probably should go back and watch it. Yeah. Everyone loved it.
Yeah. Next one here.
Okay.
This is from 2005.
Okay.
It's basically comedy, and it's a mockumentary.
The Office.
Yeah. You got it. I love it.
Also, I love that show. I think it's funny. Some people can't get into it, but I find the subtleties of it, just the eye movements and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah, it is actually.
And I think there's a relatableness. It's a workplace comedy.
Mm.
A lot of people do that. Go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Huh. Next one here. It's another animated one. It's from 1997, and I think still aired even to this day.
Family Guy?
It's follows the misadventures of 4 irreverent grade schoolers in the quiet, dysfunctional. I mean, if I say the name of the town, it's already the name of the show. So.
Oh, South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was easy. Okay. This one. Okay. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So this one is from 2001. It's a miniseries. It was, I think, it was on HBO. Yeah. It's from HBO actually.
Okay.
It's from 2001. It's a TV miniseries. It's a drama history war. And
I guarantee you I didn't watch it. Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
That's so cool.
I think my dad was into it, and I was like, nah.
Yeah. So, the next one here is one of your favorite ones. You have mentioned it before. It's from 1994. You got it.
Friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Awesome.
Gotta keep them close.
Awesome. Now we got 2 more here. 3 more. Next one here is from. Let me just get the year and. Okay. Right. This one is from 2003.
Okay.
It's basically it's a comedy. Wait, I actually interviewed one of the. How cool. So anyway, it's from.
You interviewed someone on the show?
Yeah, I did. That's so cool.
From 2003.
2003. It's a comedy one, and it's on Netflix. And okay, so the description goes. I mean, it says the name of it. Okay, it's level-headed son Michael Bluth takes over family.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Who did you interview that was on it?
I got it here.
Because that's one of my favorite shows. I mentioned it earlier.
Let me just get it for you here. Because I did. I mean, when I was
Michael Cera.
No, that
Jason Bateman.
Nope. His name is. Let me find it. It's on season.
Will Arnett.
I'm working on those, but
yeah, their schedules aren't as flexible as mine.
Yeah, but I'm working on that. There's like a lot of cool things coming up for this year. So
okay, cool, very.
Okay, so his name is. Wait, I did interview him. Was he before prison? Yeah, he was. Yeah, so it's Rodney J. Hubs.
What was his role on the show? Do we know?
He was in one of the. He was
just in an episode.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll keep that for him.
Yeah, I need to find. I'll tell you later, like more about the. More about the episode about that he was.
Okay.
Or I can actually find it right here. Give me 1 second. Right. So he was in episode. I mean, he's been for a while. Yeah. Okay. I remember now. He was in. Is this one? Okay. No. I need to look because he's been active since 1997, and it has been like in a lot of stuff. But yeah,
a lot of stuff. Okay. Like, so was that number 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're number 10.
Yes. The next one is a classic. Actually, my father used to be he was so into that show. So this one is from 1993.
Okay.
And it's basically 2 FBI agents. It's a crime drama mystery.
2 FBI agents.
When they investigate the strange and unexplained
X-Files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched the show.
Oh my gosh, I knew quite a bit of the TV show ones. I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah, I loved it. And last one here. This one is also on Netflix, which, by the way, I'm waiting so bad for the next
season. Netflix to sponsor you, because we've mentioned them a million times.
Yeah. I really wish Netflix would have sponsored me at some point. I mean, I'm also available, but anyway. So this next one here, it's also on Netflix. It's back from 2013. Still, I mean, they're still working on the last season, which I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so it's still currently on.
Mm-hmm. It's a crime drama, and it's a gangster family epic set in the 1900s England, centering on a gang who see razor blades in the peaks of their caps.
Gosh, I don't know that description at all. Peaky Blinders?
Huh?
Peaky Blinders, but that's not it.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. My
so amazing.
Future sister-in-law just was telling me that they have been binge watching it and loved it.
It's amazing. You definitely need to watch that one.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Put it on your list because
I gotta put it on my list.
Yeah, you will not regret it.
Got a lot of homework to do.
Yeah, totally. But that will be all.
But we did it.
We did it.
Thank you for your clues and hints, and I feel like we got there.
We got there. I loved it. And before I send you off, you know the drill. I need to send you off properly for someone as awesome, as talented.
Thank you.
So. I love it. And I also want to thank those who are watching. Thank you so much. If you're watching it later here on Instagram or later on YouTube or listening at Spotify or Apple Music, make sure that you follow Alicia on all the social media. If you already do, fantastic. Then what you're going to do, you're going to leave a million likes. Let's make her trendy right now. Let's make sure everybody knows about how awesome and cool she is. And Alicia, thank you so much. Keep having an amazing rest of the evening.
Thank you.
And you rock.
Thank you, Dan. You rock also. And thanks again for having me. I loved being on the show.
Love it. I'll be here too. Bye.
All right. Bye.